Guys, this is your last chance to get your limited edition Chael Sonnen buildables before the pre-order ends Sunday, April 20th at midnight. This is truly a limited edition collectible, and when the pre-order ends, it is never coming back. Build a custom Chael Sonnen buildables with over 250 pieces. This Chael Sonnen buildable figurine comes with a full-color instruction booklet and a collectibles Chael Sonnen buildables trading card. And you can bundle all of this with a custom buildables display case for a discount and free US shipping. This thing is awesome, guys. And would you like to know why? Because Buildables let me help design it. You get to build a Chael. And just look at those abs. Here's the best part. I have personally signed the collectible Chael Sonnen Buildables trading cards for just 25 lucky fans who happen to pre-order during the window. This is seriously the last chance. Click on the link in this description or go to buildables.com/Chael to support me by pre-ordering my Buildables. Ilia Topuria weighed in. Ilia Topuria is now bringing the attention that he's getting this from the UFC. So I admit I'm playing a game of telephone. Someone said. That game never works. I fully admit. But the last someone who said is named Ilia Topuria, and he is claiming that he was given information about other people. Belal Muhammad, Islam Makhachev. We've never heard it told this way. In fact, every time the story's ever been told, it was very specific. Belal Muhammad, Islam Makhachev, no deal. No interest and no fight. Belal Muhammad loses to anybody. To Jack, Kamara, Rakhmonov was the expected heir apparent. All of a sudden you got an interest in Islam, moving up. Ilia Topuria told that today differently. And it used to be a game a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I was in Las Vegas what feels like a lifetime ago, but it was only about a month. Doing Ultimate Fighter, getting ready to destroy the hopes and dreams and reputation of Daniel Cormier. And all this talk of 55-pounders were out there, and we just couldn't get any resolution. And I came to you guys and I said, hey, I know there's no resolution. But the only thing that I can tell you, elbow, winks, I'm here, I'm on the ground. The only thing I can tell you for sure is there will not be resolution until after Miami. Until after Paddy and Chandler handle business and we get an outcome. Not a moment prior to that moment are any of the pieces going to start coming together. But we're at that moment, and by the way, that is now a distant memory. I mean, 3 days, 4 days behind us in this sport. That's like a rocket with jet fuel taking off. I mean, 4 days in this sport, boy, it's so far down the road. And we still don't have clarity on 155. Now, speaking of things that I see on the other side of the apron, right? And I try to never tell you guys these stories, because it separates us when I'm the guy on the other side of the apron. It's an arrogant, right? So I just don't talk about it. But guys, Paddy the Baddy was beat up. That's something you don't know. Paddy the Baddy came out to our set. So in the second story, we couldn't walk him there. We had to put him in an elevator to get him there. When he comes out, that whole building, no matter who they showed up to cheer for, they all left cheering Paddy. There was not 2 stars in the building. Like there wasn't Paddy and Volk. Oh, and Yarir, what a great job he did. When that night was over, there was one fighter, and it was Paddy. And I bring that to you because we got to take him up a secret elevator full of secret service to protect him and to get him through the crowd, a mob, to where we were. And we moved this guy about as fast as molasses going uphill because he was hurt. Old Paddy was limping in both legs. He gets to me. He finally gets through everybody, and we're on a more protected side of the curtain. I'm the first one that he sees, gives a big hug. Face is all lit up. He says, Chael, it's great to see you. Which made me feel wonderful. He's still all sweaty. He's got blood coming down. I said, Paddy, it's great to see you. I said, I'm very proud of you, young man. That is the best fight that you've ever shown. The actual best performance that you've ever put forth. He said, thank you, mate. And then we got to go get him to sit down. Now, to sit down, he's just got to take a step up. There's a step, there's a little platform. He's just got to step onto it, and then he's got to sit into a chair. That process of him stepping up and then sitting back in the chair was all of 10 seconds. And that's a long time. That's something that I could do in a tenth of a second, right? I take a step up, I sit down in my chair. How you guys doing? He was hurting that bad. And you don't generally tell stories from the other side of the apron. When the camera rolls, whatever the camera picks up is how the story is to be told. And somebody in my spot operates within the confines of what the audience was able to see. So I'm bending one of those rules a little bit, but I think that it's very relevant that you understand this. I mean, it wasn't like Paddy went out there and went through Michael Chandler. Paddy got his ass beat by Michael Chandler. Paddy just beat Michael Chandler's ass more? Is that the way that you want to word that? Chandler beat up Paddy, but Paddy beat up Chandler more. He more beat him up. When they were pouring out the beatings, he had a larger pile of beating he poured. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Adversity is an extremely real thing. You want to go know if a guy's ready for world title fights, there's a few things that we look to. His scheduled competition, of course, is going to be the first, but duration and ability. How close, if at all, is he to the 5-round club? Has he ever been signed up for it, trained for it, gone out and competed under that umbrella hanging over your head? And then you're going to want to know, has he shown an ability to deal with adversity? Because if you're going to win a world title, somewhere along the way, more commonly than not, you're going to be confronted with an opportunity to quit. Now, I didn't totally see it. I saw the Paddy and Chandler first round, and I even went back and watched it. It was a pretty damn high pace. And there was a lot going on. But for Chandler to do damage, he damaged the legs of Paddy the Baddy. He slowed him down, not quite immobilized him, but he slowed him down to where Paddy couldn't get around afterwards. And I just think that adds credit for Paddy. I think if people understood that Paddy was hurt, I think if people understood what Paddy went through, Chandler was so exhausted, he did not want that second round to come. Paddy had to be at that same level of fatigue, except now you're taking that fatigue and you're sprinkling in a dose of injury. And he answered the bell anyway. And that is what champions do. And you have to see it. You have to see it to be aware of it. I saw it, and I wanted to make you aware of it.